Welcome to Gary's Music Cafe. Hi, I'm Gary Gillund, amateur musician in the Midwest. I'd like to share some of my favorite songs that I have loved playing through the years. I'll give you a brief history of the song, why I like it, and then I'll take a crack at playing it. I plan to do one song a week over the next year. Hope you enjoy.
Hi, Gary here. Thank you for joining me for episode 4 of Gary's Music Cafe. With this show, I think we have some very interesting features for today. As we said last week, I'll be doing 2 songs by Jim Croce, Operator and Alabama Rain. Those are 2 of my all-time favorites. And in the song Operator, I'll be doing, you'll see when you see the video, but I'll do myself doing rhythm and vocals. And you'll also see me doing the lead. I'm quite the technology challenged guy, but I managed to figure out how to do it, and I think it turned out pretty good. So hopefully you'll enjoy that. Sandwiched in between the 2 Croce songs, we have this new segment that I'm really excited about, entitled Under the Radar Music Recommendations, and that show will be hosted by my brother, Dennis Gillund. I'm excited for that show because he will be reviewing an album by Joey Molland, which is entitled Be True to Yourself. You'll want to hear that and stick around for that. But right now, let's get to the fan mail. Chris P. Bacon writes, "So what kind of guitar are you playing?" Well, Chris, I'm glad you asked that question. My favorite guitar to play is this Martin. It's considered a custom, but it's Sitka spruce top. It's Indian rosewood sides and back. It has the wonderful Martin sound, which is a very full sound, deep bass, full-throated guitar. And for those of you that don't know, these guitars are made in Nazareth, Pennsylvania, here in the United States. And they are great guitars. They have been for years. Chris, thank you for that question. Our second piece of fan mail is from Ima Belcher. And Ima says, "I'm enjoying the show, but I suggest you don't give up your day job." Well, Ima, I think the joke's on you because I'm retired. With that, let's get to the first song. Here's Operator by Jim Croce. Thanks for joining me.
Operator, oh, could you help me place this call? You see the number on the matchbook is old and faded. She's living in LA with my best old ex-friend Ray. The guy she said she knew well and sometimes hated. Isn't that the way they say it goes? Let's forget all that and give me the number if you can find it, so I can call just to tell them I'm fine and to show I've overcome the blow. I've learned to take it well. Only wish my words could just convince myself that it just wasn't real. But that's not the way it feels. Operator, oh, could you help me place this call? 'Cause I can't read the number that you just gave me. something in my eyes. You know it happens every time. I think about the love that I thought would save me. But isn't that the way they say it goes? Let's forget all that. Give me the number if you can find it, so I can call just to tell them I'm fine and to show I've overcome the blow. I've learned to take it well. Only wish my words could just convince myself that it just wasn't real. But that's not the way it feels. No, 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 no. That's not the way it feels, operator. Well, let's forget about this call. There's no one there I really wanted to talk to. Thank you for your time. Oh, you've been so much more than kind. You keep the dime. Isn't that the way they say it goes? Let's forget all that. Give me the number if you can find it, so I can call just to tell them I'm fine and to show I've overcome the blow, learned to take it well. Only wish my words could just convince myself that it just wasn't real. But that's not the way it feels.
If you follow certain bands or certain music, there's nothing more exciting than finding a new CD, album, or download that you didn't know existed. This segment looks to find those hidden gems in a piece we call Under the Radar Music Recommendations. So I'd like to welcome my big brother to the show, Dennis Gillund. He's my mentor as far as music goes ever since I was a little tyke. Dennis, welcome to the show.
Thanks, brother. So happy to be here today. Welcome to Under the Radar Music Recommendations.
Okay, so I know that you have quite a story to tell. Take us back to the beginning.
Right. Once upon a time, there was a band known as the Beatles, which launched its own record label, Apple Records. Using it as a vehicle for their own recordings, they also signed a stable of other artists, such as James Taylor, Mary Hopkin, Billy Preston, and others, including a power pop band named Badfinger. Heavily influenced by the Beatles, the quartet released a number of top 40 hits, including No Matter What, Day After Day, which was produced by George Harrison, and Come and Get It, written and produced by Paul McCartney. And these were all done in the early 1970s. Now let's fast forward to the year 2020. The lone surviving member of Badfinger, Joey Molland, has released a CD of new music, his first such offering in nearly a decade. It's entitled Be True to Yourself on Omnivore Recordings, produced by Mark Hudson, who previously produced several Ringo Starr albums. Be True to Yourself harkens back to the sounds and sensibilities of Badfinger and the Beatles in their heyday. All 10 songs are co-written by Molland. To add to the Fab Four theme, Julian Lennon provides backing vocals on 3 of the songs. And on drums is Steve Holley, who was a member of Paul McCartney's Wings from 1978 to to 1981. My personal favorite recording among these is entitled I Don't Wanna Be Done With You, an up-tempo love song with great sing-along lyrics. Another favorite is the inspirational Better Tomorrow. The bottom line is this: if you love the music of the Beatles and Badfinger, you will love Joey Molland's new CD. I proudly give it 4.5 out of 5 happy faces.
So let's take a listen to a couple of the tracks that Dennis just mentioned, and we'll talk on the other side.
Now I'm trying to hold on. I'm really sorry I let you go. I want another chance because I know I can't spend my lifetime without you. I don't wanna be, I know I set you free, but I don't wanna be done with you. I don't wanna be, you gotta listen to me. I don't wanna be done with you. Sometimes I'm thinking we should all sit down, every woman, every man, and try to make some sense of this. Then we all will understand. We've got to hold on, don't ever, ever let it go. Hold on, we're gonna get it right. Let it go, embracing all the pain and your sorrow. Things will be better tomorrow.
So Dennis, thanks for joining us today. I greatly appreciate it. We'll end this segment by playing some of track 3 from the album, a track entitled Rainy Day Man.
Just a blanket keeping you warm and dry. I'll never make you happy as long as I'm not in your plans. I'm just your rainy day man. Rainy day man. I'm your rainy day man.
Our final segment for this week's show will be, I'll be doing a song by Jim Croce called Alabama Rain. And it's off of Jim's 1973 album called Life and Times. This is a great album. I wore my first copy of it out while I was going to college, bought a second copy, and I also have the CD. Great guitar work by Jim and Maury Muehlhausen, and so a lot of great songs on it. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this song, and I hope you'll tune back again next week. And once again, thanks for joining me this week.
Lazy days in mid-July, country Sunday mornings, dusty haze on a summer highway, sweet magnolia calling. Now and then I find myself thinking of the days when we were walking in the Alabama rain, driving movies Friday nights, drinking beer and laughing. Somehow things were always right. I just don't know what happened. Now and then I find myself thinking of the days we were walking in the Alabama rain. We were only kids, but then I never heard it said that kids can't fall in love and feel the same. I can still remember the first time I told you I love you on a dusty mid-July country summer's evening. We weeping willows sang it's a lullaby and shared our secrets. Now and then I find myself thinking of the days we were walking in the Alabama rain. Walking in the Alabama rain. Christopher Robin and I walked along under branches lit up by the moon, posing our questions to Owl and Eeyore as our days disappeared all too soon. But I've wandered much further today than I should, and I can't seem to find my way back through the woods. So help me if you can. I've got to get back to the house at Pook Horn.